My name is Gray Curlee, and I've been at Our Hope since 1971.
I'm Joan Broerman, and we joined the church in '65.
Bill Daniel, and been here for 46 years.
I'm Shirley Young, and I attended the church in 2002.
Oh my goodness. I love this church. I've been in it my whole life, it seems like, and have a little gravesite outside.
Although we now have the new building, the altar rail original, and it is in front of that altar rail that Linda and I were married. It is in front of that altar rail that we baptized each of our children. We have watched in front of that altar rail our daughter's wedding, and we have watched our grandchildren now come, and some of them be baptized there. And so the church has been really an essential and integral part of our lives for the last 46 years.
I came across this information that I have right here about us covering the downstairs pew cushions in the church. We got an estimate of almost $4,000 to cover them, and we thought, well, that's a lot. So Jane Naismith suggested that we do the cushions ourselves, and we started on a Monday morning and finished on a Friday afternoon. One of the ones that was working on it said this reminded her of how the Israelites made furnishings for the tabernacle.
One was being asked to supervise a preschool that had not been started. And so I supervised, but we had no materials, no curriculum. People loaned us toys, and we started that way. We grew so fast that we used all the rooms in the hall, and we had lines in January at the first working day, clear out of the church for 2 years to try to come. I stayed 30 years, and that was wonderful. I loved the job. Since then, we Childers have run it and she does a marvelous job, and that makes 56 years for Our Hope Preschool.
I walked in the door, and I saw these ladies with outstretched arms, and it was soon that those outstretched arms were around me, and they welcomed me. They said, "You are new here." And I was directed to the sanctuary. There was a couple that came in and sat down beside me, and they introduced themselves, and they said, "Have you been invited to a Sunday school class?" And at that time I laughed, and I said, "As a matter of fact, I've been invited to 3 Sunday school classes." And she said, "Well, we're members of the Pilgrim class, and you're going to class with us today."
This has always been my second home, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
I have been here for almost 24 years, and I love my church.
I think as I look back at my time, there have been moments of joy, there have been moments of sadness, but what I have seen come out of the sadness is so many miracles, so much joy. So I have learned here not to be short-sighted, that often when we think we're going through a difficult time, God's voice is saying, stand back and watch what's going to happen next.